looking to make a big splash here tonight. What a great view of our setting this evening, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the New Orleans Pelicans. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks. Then on Friday, it'll be the Sacramento Kings coming to town.
And you know, for that matchup with the Knicks, it's the second game of a back-to-back. So you know there'll be some heavy legs out there. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes its toll on your body.
And with tip-off coming right up, we've got just enough time to hear from the sideline. Allie, what do you got for us?
BA technology is moving faster than ever. The new thing? Collectible highlights trading online. The players are taking notice. Shooting guard CJ McCollum said, quote, "A lot of players are inquiring about it. I've grown closer to the non-fungible tokens, trying to figure out what moments I should buy." Guys, he's a believer.
Boy, he is a big thinker, no doubt about that. Good reporting there, Allie. And Clark, both of these teams here tonight have bright futures in front of them, it would seem.
I think most teams in the league would love to have the kind of young talent that we've got on display here tonight, BA. This game is a chance to see, really, some of the bright stars of tomorrow.
A look at the starting group for the Pelicans. Jackson Hayes is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Brandon Ingram. Then there's Zion Williamson. And it's Graham in at the 1. And for the Timberwolves, they've got Karl Anthony Towns. Patrick Beverley out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Edwards in at the 3, the small forward. So the Timberwolves win the tip. Ingram against Russell. It's Hayes with the rebound. And it's Pelicans ball. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Ingram against Russell. Pass to Towns. Launches a 3. Drains the triple.
Terrific read on the part of Russell that time. Scanned the court, spotting the open man, and then whipped it there for an easy bucket.
First quarter of play, a minute in. Stolen by Russell. All by himself. He stops. He pops. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Last time they met was in Minneapolis, where they beat the Timberwolves.
In their last game against this opponent, they secured the win because their second unit really stepped up.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench.
Now here's Beverley. Outside Edwards. And that one drops for him.
Well, the defense trying to throw Edwards off with some contact, but he smartly stays focused on his shot.
Outside Graham. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Clock at 6. Williamson outside. Over Edwards. And again, New Orleans, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 so far. Out to the wing. Beverley against Graham. Beverley, the pass to Edwards. Offline with a 3. For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 3 from the floor. And Anthony Edwards, he had his ups and downs as a rookie. The talent is abundant, though.
Yeah, I mean, he just needs to learn his spots on the floor. Find where he's most effective attacking. And once he gets all that sorted, he'll be a more consistent player.
Minnesota has gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. Outside for Russell. Pass to Edwards. Russell against Ingram. And that one's good.
Well, I tell you, Russell looking very comfortable taking on aggressive defense and getting the job done. That's good focus on his part.
New Orleans calls timeout.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Now, since we have this break, here are the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. The Timberwolves second.
And whenever you turn the ball over against them, they pushed it right back at you. Last year, they were just merciless at exploiting teams whenever they made mistakes against them.
Beverly against Graham. To end the run. Can't hit that one. The Timberwolves go the other way with it.
1 of 5 to start the game. They have to slow down and just play their brand of basketball.
Russell to pass to Towns. The shot off that time. Nice D from Valanciunas. Towns against Ingram. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Ingram's got his second basket.
Well, you know, Ingram's length is really an asset inside. It allows him to work over and around defenders.
Minnesota in the lead. Out to the right wing. Towns passes to Russell. And here's Edwards. Shot clock at 5. And a deep three from Russell. Valanciunas with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Williamson passes to Graham. Back to Williamson. Outside Graham. Driving inside. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson.
Good luck stopping that move by Graham. Tremendous handles from the guard.
Here's Russell. His last outing, he had 18 points. Pass to Towns. Takes the three, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside Graham. Now here's Valanciunas. Beverly defending. They double him with Beverly. And stolen by Edwards. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his first foul of the game. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Outside Russell. Inside Vanderbilt. Well, Grant, you were a master of meshing with your teammates. How key is being on the same page early in the year?
Oh, it's so important, especially early in the season. Teams that can come together and mesh as a core have a great advantage at the start of the season.
And he makes a first. Hits both from the stripe. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. 6-point game. Beverly against Graham. Williamson right side. Tries it from 19. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
Graham's court awareness in action right there. Easily spots a wide open man.
Russell against Ingram. Right side Russell. Here's Vanderbilt. 6 on the shot clock. Got a hand on it. Williamson outside. He takes it in, and Williamson throws it down.
Love how decisive Williamson is. When he sees a lane to the basket, he seizes it.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from distance to begin this one. Here's Edwards. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Hayes finds Williamson. Pass to Ingram. Oh, there's the alley. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Reed's checked in. Hart's checked in for the Pelicans. Alexander Walker comes in for Graham. The Timberwolves shooting just 36% here in the first quarter. Now here's Russell. Can't get it to fall.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Williamson outside. Now Ingram. He had 25 points in the win against the Timberwolves in Minnesota.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggressiveness.
And the Timberwolves with possession here, following the score by New Orleans. Left side, Russell. Here's Reed. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Valanciunas. Reed defending. Hard against Russell. Hard can't hit.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Williamson. Oh, Williamson throws it down.
Outstanding decision making by Ingram there, working it to the open man. Really good possession.
And Minnesota calls time here. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
And they got to the line at a good clip, but couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
And that can drive guys absolutely crazy. I mean, they know they're better free throw shooters than that, but just did not get it done from the line.
And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Prince is checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Okogie comes in for Anthony Edwards. Beasley's checked in for Russell. And it's Noel in for Beverly. Knocks down the triple. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
Coming into the league, scouts predicted Prince would be a solid 3-and-D specialist, and they were spot on.
Here's Satoransky. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Good shot, gone bad. You gotta finish there.
To the left wing. Here's Prince. And another basket for Minnesota.
Boy, that time the setup was perfect, and Prince had an easy shot from the mid-range there.
Satoransky outside. Now here's Hernan Gomez. Reed defending. Satoransky shot is off. Minnesota has gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. To the inside. Prince can't hit. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 14 and looking in control. Hart goes in, and he jams it home with authority.
He's showing us the handles a little bit right there. All the way to the rack.
And with the statement finish, too. Don't know how you stop that, man.
You don't. I mean, as a defender, you got to just stash that one in the memory bank and make sure it doesn't burn you the next time.
Prince can't hit.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Now here's Hart. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Minnesota. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Satoransky. Three-pointer, no good. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Okogie. Out to Beasley. Offensive board. Okogie's shot is off. The Pelicans have gotten 8 of 16 attempts to fall. Pass to Satoransky. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Putting up a goose egg, bagel this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
Beasley outside. We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter. Pass to Prince. 6 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And that one comes up a bit short. The Pelicans trail. Here's Alexander Walker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Shot's good by Satoransky.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Noel. The Pelicans getting their last shot to go. Pass to Prince. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter here. Here's Noel. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Down low. Here's Hernan Gomez. And he converts the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 1.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And the Timberwolves with possession here, following the score by New Orleans. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Beasley outside. Pass to Prince. The 3 is up. The Pelicans pull it in. Here's Hart. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. Zion Williamson has been on display for New Orleans. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back after this word. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take on the Pelicans so far?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
New Orleans in the lead. So for the Pelicans right now, they've got Thomas Satoransky. He's out there with Josh Hart. Willie Hernan Gomez is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Marshall in at the 4. Here's Alexander Walker looking for his first basket still in this one. Fires for 3. Pelicans cleared away. Hernan Gomez has got 4 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Here's Marshall. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Beasley. After the Pelicans picking up a basket a moment ago. No good there with a step-back J. Satoransky outside. Pass to Marshall. Back to Satoransky. Now it's Hart. Hernan Gomez on the wing. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Reed. Here's Hart. Second chance shot. And it's good on the lay-in. Hart's got his second basket on the night.
Boy, that effort is absolutely fantastic here. I mean, Hart staying active, being persistent, tracking down the rebound, and making sure they get something out of that extra possession.
Beasley, that's good.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Alexander Walker. Back to Hernan Gomez. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
So it's Minnesota now, following the score by New Orleans. Beasley, that's good.
Beasley just outworked the defense there. I mean, was able to get into his shot and get it done inside.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. To the middle. Here's Satoransky. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Satoransky's gotten his second bucket of the game. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Noel. Pass to Reed. Jacks up a three. The shot, no good.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. And that one drops. And now it's a 7-point New Orleans lead.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over. All right, Clark, in your heyday, you were a real force on the glass. What impresses you about today's rebounding experts?
Well, the rebounding piece of the game has not changed. It's all about timing, positioning, and desire to retrieve the ball. And I had that, and rebounding is universal and timeless. If you can rebound at the highest level in college, then typically you're a good rebounder in the pros. And if you rebound in the pros in the 50s or 60s, you'd be able to rebound in the pros in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. So that part of my game, I know, without any doubt, would still transfer today.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, BA. The Minnesota Timberwolves and their sister franchise, the Lynx, under new management, or at least that's the plan starting in 2023. A key part of this sales agreement was stipulation that the teams remain in Minnesota, something that's got to make the fans in the Twin Cities very happy.
Oh, that's great news, Allie. Thanks for that.
Like how Beverly takes on challenges. This guy's a pit bull in his competitiveness. Aggressive at shooting over the defense, even when they're all in it.
Now here's Graham. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Timberwolves in Minnesota.
And his free throw numbers tell you a lot about his performance. He was very aggressive.
Beverly against Graham to the inside. And rejected. And he recovers it. They recover it. Here's Vanderbilt.
Now you got to be aware when Valanciunas is in the area. He's capable of sending your shot back.
And stolen by Hayes. Edwards against Graham. Pass to Williamson. Tipped away. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
There aren't many players that have come into the NBA as a consensus #1 pick like Zion Williamson did. Nobody was passing on this fella.
In that 2019 draft, Zion was a prize that every team in the lottery was hoping to win, Grant.
And that added a lot of excitement to that night. I mean, when you've got a once-in-a-generation talent like Zion, the lottery becomes a major event.
First free throw is good.
When we talk about must-watch players, Zion Williamson might be at the top of my list. He can light up an arena with some of his exploits.
Williamson hits them both. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
The Pelicans have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Outside Ingram. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Russell.
Aggressive move that time by Ingram, putting up the shot while absorbing the foul.
It's been fun watching Brandon Ingram's scoring stats climb. He's a guy who can really fill it up, whether he's inside or outside of the arc.
First one falls. You know, Grant, what's really impressive about Ingram's scoring is what he can do on those nights when he just goes off.
Yeah, we've seen some explosive stuff from him on the offensive end from time to time. Now, when he's dialed in, he can absolutely torch you. You just wish he could perform at that level every night. It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
And the call will be against Brandon Ingram. That's his first foul.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Beverly against Graham. Beverly, the pass to Towns. Outside Russell. Shot clock at 6. Releases.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball. And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Here's Towns. Can't get it to drop. New Orleans in the lead. Ingram with the ball. He has 6. Williamson for 3. Oh, good D by Edwards. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Russell, the pass to Beverly. Back to Russell. The 3 ball. Fires in the triple. Russell's got 5 points.
You know, with good form, a quick release, and a nice feel, Russell's comfortable in catch-and-shoot situations.
Graham, the pass to Ingram. Back to Graham. Lets the 3 fly. And the Pelicans miss again.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
And here's Beverly. Pass to Russell. Towns with the ball. Back to Russell. And Ingram with the block.
You know, that's where Brandon Ingram's huge wingspan comes into play at the defensive end of the floor.
2 on the clock. Here's Beverly. Edwards against Williamson. Driving to the basket. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
Living up to the immense hype, Zion is putting on a show, shouldering the load offensively.
Minnesota's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Ingram against Russell. The shot no good. And New Orleans will come the other way.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
And yep, it's good. Beverly's gotten his second bucket.
Well, I like how Beverly takes advantage of these transition opportunities. He's crafty and clever at getting past the defense.
Graham against Beverly. Graham misses. Minnesota has gone 1 of 3 from three-point land here in the second quarter. Hits the trifecta. Russell's got 6 in the quarter.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
Outside Graham. Pass to Valanciunas. Now here's Ingram. Now Williamson. Guarded by Edwards. 4 on the clock. An open look for Ingram. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson.
Well, Ingram has been an all-star because he doesn't have to dominate the ball to score. He's a sharp shooter who's very efficient in his offensive game.
And Minnesota calls time here. You look at Zion Williamson. What a contribution.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
Ingram against Russell. Towns passes to Russell. Inside. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Outside Ingram. Pass to Williamson. Now here's Hayes. To the paint. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And here's Edwards outside. Rebounded by Ingram. Ingram's got 4 rebounds now. Down low. Fades. That shot off the mark. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks at Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. They get it again. Vanderbilt. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for New Orleans.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
I also like what they've done on the fast break in their first half tonight. They're taking it to them.
That free throw no good. Beasley's checked in for the Timberwolves. Hart's checked in for the Pelicans. Alexander Walker comes in for Graham. And the second free throw is good. The Pelicans have gotten 7 of 16 shots to go in the second. Ingram, the pass to Hart. Williamson, right side. Tries a 10-footer. No good off the back of the rim.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Pass to Edwards. Six to shoot. He's got a piece of it, and they get it back. Beasley for 3, and the three-pointer goes. Beasley's got 7 points here in the quarter.
You know, with his ability to space the floor, Beasley adds a strong dimension to his team's offense.
Williamson, right side. Back to Alexander Walker. That's good, and it's Williamson with the assist. Williamson's got 3 assists now in this one. Minnesota has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Outside Russell. Pass to Edwards. The shot comes out. Nice D from Valanciunas. Here's Williamson, and Williamson throws it down.
Did you guys feel that? When Zion slams it, the floor shakes.
1:14 left in the half. Now here's Beasley. He has 7. Pass to Edwards. Here's Towns. Valanciunas covering. Towns passes to Russell. The offensive rebound. Vanderbilt, no good. New Orleans in the lead. Outside Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Boy, Harden is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. Never hesitates to find the open guy.
If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Russell finds Towns. Back to Russell. They need this. Vanderbilt, it's good on the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from three-point land here in the second quarter. Ingram against Beasley. We've got 13 seconds left in the second. Just 5 on the clock. Williamson left side. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Williamson's got 16.
The closer, the better for Williamson. The mid-range is a little test of his range.
And the first half now in the books. Pelicans ahead, leading by 6. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Zion Williamson was on fire in the first half. He had 16 points, 3 assists, and 1 block. He's been a different player than he was in their last outing when he was off his game. He's rounded back into form tonight. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Pelicans?
They're running a smooth offense tonight, creating high-quality shots. Motion sharp, sharp as a razor. Their spacing is excellent. They're moving the ball well. I love the way this team is playing.
Shaq, what'd you think about Minnesota?
Terrible execution deal offensive end, rushing things, taking bad shots. Here's a thought. Pound the ball inside. With higher percentage looks, get yourself to the line, get back on track.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. It has been a clinic out there by Zion Williamson.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. They've got D'Angelo Russell, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Edwards. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Beverly in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now Russell. And you think about the draft profile of LaMelo Ball. Grant, the court vision has been as good as advertised.
I mean, he's just a gifted passer who sees over defenders. He enjoys making those flashy plays. He's been everything you want from a playmaker.
Got a piece of it. Beverly against Graham. Pass to Williamson. And here's Hayes. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. Minnesota's gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Pass to Russell. Towns with the ball. Valanciunas covering. Towns can't get it to go. Well, the Pelicans shooting it at 52%. Williamson passes to Graham. Ingram against Russell. The shot by Ingram, no good. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Russell. Count that one. Russell's got 13 points.
You know, you look at the floater. It's an effective shot for Russell. But when he doesn't want to go all the way to the rack, you got to have that in your book bag.
Now here's Graham. Outside Ingram. Back to Hayes. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram. Ingram's got his 4th assist with that last one. The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Beverly, the pass to Towns. Edwards against Valanciunas. Tipped. Outside Ingram. Pass to Williamson. Reed's checked in for Vanderbilt. And now another look at that mobile one block defensive performance.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Here's Ingram. 10 points for him. And he comes up with a bucket. He's got 12.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Outside Russell. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And that one falls for Towns.
And when you watch Towns, one thing is clear. He's one of the best in the league. He gives you so much when he's on the floor.
Hernan Gomez is checked in for the Pelicans. Marshall comes in for Zion Williamson. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Russell finds Edwards. Clock at 6. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And you know, Grant, with Towns, he's arguably one of the top dozen big men in the league.
And you forget how young he is, B.A. I mean, a few years from now, he might be top 5. He has all the tools necessary to be a superstar.
Here's Graham. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Pass to Hayes. Stolen by Reed. And stolen by Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Now here's Edwards. That one drops for him. Edwards got 6.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
Graham, the pass to Hayes. Ingram against Russell. Back to Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Towns gets the bucket.
A good play ending with the right player. Big Cat, one of the best shooters we've ever seen at the center position.
Graham, the pass to Ingram. Pass to Marshall. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Now Towns fires the three. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Hernan Gomez has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Hayes, the pass to Graham. Hernan Gomez with it. Outside Ingram. 6 on the shot clock. Graham for 3. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram. Ingram's got 6 assists here tonight. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. And Minnesota calls time here.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Prince is checked in for Towns. Okogie comes in for Anthony Edwards. And it's Noel in for Russell. And the Pelicans also making a change. Satoransky's checked in. Here's Noel. Pass to Prince. The three. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Pelicans have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. Here's Satoransky. And he makes it on the layup. And now a 9-point Pelican lead.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Minnesota has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. And the call will be against Brandon Ingram. That's foul number 2 for him. On defense, the Pelicans. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Pass to Okogie. Here's Prince. He's defended by Hayes. Out to Beverly. Just 4 to shoot. The ball's knocked loose. On the break. Here's Satoransky. It's tipped.
How impressive was that? The little fella, Beverly, extending out for the block. Showed us some nice timing for a guy that's not much taller than 6'2".
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Outside Grant. Pass to Ingram from behind the arc. Okogie pulls down the board. The Timberwolves shooting 32% for this game. Not what they're hoping for. Here's Noel. This one for 3. He buries it from 3. Noel's got 5 now.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Now here's Hayes. Pass to Graham. And here's Satoransky. And again, New Orleans, no good. Here's Okogie, covered by Ingram. Over to the wing. Reed finds Beverly. Back to Reed. Pass to Okogie for 3. Pelicans cleared away. Hernan Gomez has got rebound number 8 now. To the paint. And good. Coming on the assist by Satoransky. He's got 6.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Beverly with it. Hernan Gomez there. Pass to Prince. And stolen by Hayes. Outside Graham. And it's in there. Graham's got 5 points now this quarter.
High degree of difficulty there. Graham somehow stays locked in and focused, knocks down the shot.
The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of 14 shots to drop in this third quarter. Reed with it. And the layup is good off the glass. Reed's got his first 2 points of the night.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
New Orleans calls timeout.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Beasley's checked in. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Hart comes in for Graham. Ingram on the wing. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Ingram's got 14.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Reed with it. Hernangomez there. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for New Orleans.
The fantastic passing we saw from them in the first half carried right over into the second half, too.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
And he knocks down the first one. So he gets them both. New Orleans has gone only 1 of 4 from three-point land in the third quarter. Pass to Hernangomez. To the middle. Here's Ingram. Okogie pulls down the board. Okogie's got 4 rebounds now. Beasley for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. 10 points for him.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now here's Ingram. He's got 14. Oh, that bucket gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries.
How crazy is Ingram? How ridiculous is Ingram? I mean, just toying with the defense with his ball handling skill.
Minnesota has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the arc since the break. Here's Noel. 5 points in the game. Reed with it. Pass to Beasley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
You know, as young as Malik Beasley is, it's really been impressive to see how quickly he's adapted to the pro game. For some guys, it's a struggle, but I think he found his footing fairly easy.
That's good from Beasley.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. New Orleans in the lead. Pass to Hernangomez. Now Ingram. And here's Hernangomez. 6 points for him. The shot by Ingram, no good. Here's Noel. And Thomas Satoransky picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Okogie. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Pass to Noel. Lets it go from deep. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. New Orleans has gone only 1 of 4 from three-point land in the third quarter. And it's Alexander Walker penetrating. That one goes. Count it. And the Pelicans lead by 7.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Now here's Reed. Here's Noel. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Thomas Satoransky. And he drops the first. Towns, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Vanderbilt comes in for Okogie. And that's good as he hits both shots. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Ingram. Here's Noel. And there's the drive.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Here's Hernan Gomez. A minute 9 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Hart from long range. Minnesota with a rebound. Fast break, Minnesota. Hart against Beasley. Over Hart. Goes back up. And book it for Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's got 9.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Satoransky outside. Pass to Hernan Gomez. 32 seconds left in the third. Alexander Walker. Three-pointer off the mark. The Timberwolves trail. It's Beasley on the wing, covered by Ingram. Here's Towns. And that misses. That would have put him up. Right side Ingram. The rebound by Beasley. From deep. Off on that one. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Pelicans ahead. They lead by 1. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. So the Pelicans 5 right now. We've got Brandon Ingram. Josh Hart is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Zion Williamson. And it's Valanciunas in at the center position. Here's Alexander Walker to the inside. Here's Ingram. Shoots over Beasley. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
You know, in his high school days, Ingram led his team to 4 straight North Carolina State titles. Easy to see why just about every college in the country was lining up to recruit him.
That free throw good from Ingram. Both free throws good from Ingram. Timberwolves shooting only 34% in this one. Pass to Edwards. Here's Vanderbilt. Now here's Russell. Edwards finds Towns. 3 on the clock. Back to Edwards to tie it up. Pelicans cleared away. Ingram's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Hart. The shot won't fall. Some solid defense from Russell.
You know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him, trying to shut the door on this one.
Minnesota with the ball. Outside Russell. Pass to Edwards. The 3.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle. They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Ingram. Shoots over Beasley. The shot by Ingram, no good. And the call will be against Brandon Ingram. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Hayes is checked in for the Pelicans. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 4 since the 4th quarter began. Here's Russell. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. New Orleans in the lead. Inside. Here's Hayes. Vanderbilt with the block. And here's Edwards outside. That one doesn't drop. And it's New Orleans taking it the other way. It's Williamson with the drive. Take it away. Russell with the ball. He's picked up by Williamson. Russell against Hayes. To take the lead. The shot by Russell, no good. The Pelicans have gone 0 for 3 in this 4th. Not good. Here's Alexander Walker. Oh, good D by Edwards. Minnesota's got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the 4th. 0 for 4. Russell has the open look. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. Pass to Williamson. And here's Hart. Williamson inside, working on Vanderbilt. That's good from Williamson on the assist from Hart. Hart's got his 4th assist with that last one. The Timberwolves shooting at 32% from the floor. Not good. Russell to pass to Edwards. Some solid defense from Hayes. They're just trying to hold on to this lead, Grant.
And right now, you just can't afford to be careless.
And the dunk by Valanciunas.
That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Now here's Beasley. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Pass to Vanderbilt. To the inside. Here's Towns. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Valanciunas. Here's Hayes. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
And here's Minnesota now. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th. Now Beasley. Pass to Vanderbilt. To the middle. Here's Towns. Nice D from Valanciunas. The Pelicans have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Hard against Beasley. Here's Alexander Walker. 6 to shoot. To the right side. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Here's Valanciunas. Beverly, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Graham's checked in for the Pelicans. So it's Minnesota now. Beverly outside. Pass to Edwards. Outside Russell. Edwards with it. Zion Williamson grabs the miss.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Graham is 6'1", but he is fearless inside. He's got a lot of sandpaper and grit to his game.
Free throw's good for Graham.
And, you know, in my opinion, Graham needs to focus on being more consistent. Raising those shooting percentages, I think, goes a long way to his development.
And both free throws good for Graham. The Timberwolves trail. And here's Edwards. Pass to Vanderbilt. Now Russell. Looking to get it going. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, good effort that time from Towns on the offensive board, ensuring that his team is able to end that possession with points.
And stolen by Edwards. In transition, here they come. That one no good. And New Orleans will go the other way with it.
You know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Beverly against Hart. Beverly outside. Clock at 6. Pass to Towns from the arc. Drills it from deep.
You know, this is what makes Towns an all-star kind of talent. I mean, his ability to get it going and pile up points in a hurry.
Graham finds Williamson. Hart from long range. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson. Williamson's got his 4th assist in this one. Minnesota's gone 1 for 5 from downtown here in the 4th. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. And stolen by Graham. To the paint. Here's Valanciunas. Lays it up and banks it in. Now it's a 7-point New Orleans lead.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Here's Russell. Pass to Edwards. Now Towns. Valanciunas covering. Shot clock at 6. Towns can't get it to go.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Now here's Williamson. Here's Hart. No good there. Some solid defense from Russell.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
And here's Edwards outside. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. They've led by as much as 10.
It's been a challenging quarter for them, and his offensive inconsistency is a driving factor. Once he saw the smaller defender guarding him, he took it right to the rack.
Timberwolves shooting 32% for this game. Not what they're hoping for. Hard against Russell. Sweet little floater.
So much confidence for a young player. Terrific move by Russell in traffic.
New Orleans calls timeout.
That was a good time to call a timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Devontae Graham.
Can you say vintage? Wow, this was a vintage performance. I mean, so much of the game is about the three ball today, but his focus was going hard into the paint and doing damage from inside.
This guy loves playing the role of the villain. It's what motivates him to play well on the road, I think. And he did just that tonight, channeling that energy in a positive way, getting a huge victory away from home.
Over the last break, I listened to the Pelicans coach address his team. He likes what he's seeing, but he cautioned his players, we are not far enough ahead to assume anything. Momentum can shift in a heartbeat. We have to be diligent, and we have to be smart.
Hard with it, now guarded by Beverly. Here's Graham. Doesn't go for him. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Towns slamming it down to show the defense exactly what he can do. That was a pretty dominant move by the Cat.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
Minnesota's got just 1 of 6 threes to go in the fourth. And there's the foul. It's on Jackson Hayes. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Beasley's checked in for Russell. Towns passes to Beverly. Edwards with it. Beasley outside. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Hard against Beasley. Back to Hart. Beyond the arc. Tries again. Here's Valanciunas. And he banks in the layup. And it's a 9-point Pelican lead.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Outside Graham. Pass to Hart. Down low. Here's Valanciunas. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Valanciunas against Towns. Now here's Beasley. Here's Edwards. Uses the glass on the layup.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside. Not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot. Taking what's available.
Outside Graham. Pass to Valanciunas. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Graham against Beverly. Here's Williamson. Vanderbilt with the block. Beasley outside. Out to the right wing. Beverly finds Beasley. Knocked away. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Hart passes to Graham. Now here's Valanciunas. Guarded by Edwards. Here's Hart. Graham for 3. Sinks the tray. Graham's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And, you know, guards that are small like Graham, he's only 6'1". I think they've got to knock down threes, and great work from him right there.
Here's Towns. Nice D from Valanciunas. Here's New Orleans now. They're on a 16-6 run.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Pelicans.
They made a point to get some good looks.
Yes, they were able to pound the ball inside. I love it.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year.
And making big plays when they needed it most. They captured the 2nd game of this season series, but we're just getting started. They still got 2 games left to go against Minnesota.
And as most people predicted, the defense, even though they were keying on him, had no answers for Zion Williamson.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
And here's Minnesota now. It's Beasley on the wing. No good on the triple. Now here's Graham. And so New Orleans takes this one by a large margin. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Zion, this is a team with some outstanding young players with complementary skills. How do you see yourself fitting in?
I think I fit in very well. I think I'm a very versatile player. You can throw me out there with any group, and I'm going to put up, do something to contribute. And I think we're a very unselfish team, so that plays a big part to it.
And any group would be happy to have you. Thanks, Zion.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time.